caring.
Everyone say the N-word. Everyone say the
Net.
Neighbor.
Are you streaming,
Neighbor.
Membury?
Oh shit,
bro.
bro.
Someone played some really heavily copyrighted music on stream. Oof. Oh no.
So what was that song they played after we got the championship charm for winning Pleb League?
Oh, what was that song? What was that
Isn't it
song?
like We Are the Champions or some shit?
Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
Match? I kind of want to just do
Yeah, it was.
They were switched for the next like. But it's just come back to party chat. Different flush shit.
Let me
turn it off.
No, he's being party chat. He ain't fucking doing flush shit, man.
I am in this chat, I just have my mic on mute.
Yes, copyright strike inbound, let's go.
Rest in peace, my YouTube channel.
Yeah, you're good to start whenever.
Yep, I'm just waiting on
channel
Smurfy
name
to
you've
confirm
got?
that the stream is up and correct.
Oh,
You and us.
What?
Remember that time you won't play it? Oh, alright.
Fucking shut up!
Remember, have you ever won
quit, but no one gave a
So what'd you say,
fuck
Snake? I
about
can't hear you because Nas is loud.
did you ever win Pleb League
Sorry,
ever?
Have I ever won a what? Pleb League?
Yeah, Pleb League.
Nah, we're too good for Pleb League.
Nah.
Too good.
We joined and Pleb League
Don't be dissing
expanded.
Pleb League like that.
Me and Snake are the only Pleb League winners here.
We got Ijup in here, that's 3 Pleb League winners.
We're going live. We're going live here to Nasi Boku. I just want to ask you a question, Nas. How does it feel knowing that the one and only Ijup has won more than you? Any comment on the situation? Nothing?
Okay, I've got the all good from Smurfy to start. So, Snake and Squizzy, can you confirm both teams are ready to go?
yeah,
I'm gonna go
David, guys, you ready to go?
Yeah, we got
Okay, cool. I'm starting then.
Means I'm ready to go.
Good luck, guys. Have fun.
I won Bread League.
Classic people not being ready. Okay, so we are live with LAGr versus RGG. It's pretty obvious who LAGr are. They've got a nice set of clan tags going. So we got Segments, Pug Noise, Street, Squizzy, and Rexroy. We got Josh, Nasty, Snake, Shield, and Paddy on the other side. Let's see how the bands are coming out for Coastline. So starting with a Monty band coming out from RGG. I know both of these teams fairly well. I've scrimmed against them myself. I think we're in for a fairly even game against these two. There are draws on. I wouldn't be surprised if this did go near to a 6-6. Ying band coming out. Understandable from LAGr and current meta. And a Valk band coming out. Interesting on Coastline, we don't always see the big three of Mirror, Echo or Maestro band. Valk band tends to be a little bit more common, but it does leave a lot of utility in for the defenders to make use of. And RGG's ban is Elysian, which means that Mirror, Echo and Maestro are all in play, so I'm intrigued to see if that gets played by both teams. Valk and Elysian, two very useful flex operators which are being taken off the board here, so if you've got any flex players, it will be interesting to see how they adapt. And we're going to Hookah first, which does tend to be the default site. We have seen a bit of a shift away from Penthouse. Penthouse was definitely more in play when the Mirror meta was stronger, so with Mirror in play I wouldn't be surprised if we do see it at some point, but Hookah is definitely now the default. And it looks like RGG are relying a little bit on the 20-second meta, bringing in the Wamai Goyo Castle setup, especially with the LAGr added in on top of that. But it does look like LAGr have all of the utility in the Ashen Sophia to get rid of some of it. They are bringing Buck, so no nades now after the recent change, and that's a 6-pick from Kai to Kaid, so I'm not sure if that's a missed opportunity. I'm not sure if there was something they were meant to swap onto, or if they just We're debating it in party chat together.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we've got shield on the Jaeger, Snake claim a more support role in sight presumably. We'll see how they set up. Pretty standard, all of the VIP wall being reinforced. I'm assuming they're going for the standard castle setup, which will be most likely on the VIP door. Not sure where Josh has actually put his castle barricades.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it does look like he's done the standard hookah window and he's done the aqua door as well.
To locate a bomb and defuse it.
So LAGr spawning all over on the west side of the map. So it looks like they're going relatively quickly straight to site. We'll see if they roam clear below first. All of RGG are in the same room at the moment, so I'm not sure if this is a bit of a late setup from them. They have got the anchor spots in place, but we don't have very much in terms of roam presence.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And LAGr are in below already, so I'm intrigued to see if Street's making good use of his self-destruction. Looking to force the buck out of, sorry, looking to force the Jaeger out of the aqua bar. And it has had the intended effect. Shield is a little bit lit up, and he has had to move. He is now very widely exposed in aqua. He's not being challenged from the door yet, though, so he's able to hold on to the map control for now. C4 going down, doesn't hit anyone. Very cramped up push here from LAGr. Not sure if Josh was going for a bit of a peek then. LAGr are expending a lot of utility into getting this aqua control, and they've done a decent job of it so far. Paddy is holding down luggage, so it is a little bit difficult for them to come in still, but they have forced the Jaeger out. And again, shield's pretty lit up. He's in a gunfight here with the Ash, but falls off way away from it. And there's a fear down there. I think that was a peek from Paddy from luggage. It's a nice play from him. LAGr finally have this aqua control that we've been trying to get hold of the entire time, and they do get the refrag on Paddy. So they have got the control now, but they lost a man to do so. It's going to come down to a last 45 seconds here. I'm not sure if they've... Oh, is that an Ash charge? We just got caught by an ADS. They might have trouble getting rid of his castle barricade now. Okay, it is gone, but that is the Ash charge gone. So there is a shield behind it as well, which is going to cause some issues. LAGr segments there, just picking up a kill on the Jaeger of shield. This could be an interesting flank here from segments just coming up through the VIP hallway. I'm not sure if RGG are aware of his presence. He might get a kill here on Sakai. He lights him up, gets a kill, double kill here from LAGr. They are trying to go for a plant. It's all down to Josh now to try and deny the plant, but it doesn't look like he's got any intel. He sprays through the floor, but it doesn't look like he's going to get this down. The attackers have planted the bomb, so Josh here in a 1v4 with UMP, which isn't exactly ideal. Well, I'm not going to address the charm which he's running. It is quite a nice skin though. He's coming up cool vibes. This is the retake from hell in a lot of ways. He does actually get the down on the Ash. Let's see if he goes for the kill or if he knows the streets
Bomb
here.
located by attackers.
10 moments here. He does get the kill. Lights up the Capito as well. He's not lost very much HP so far. He's doing a good job of winning these gunfights. Down's another one. So 2v1 now for Josh. I don't know if he's got time to actually get Nari. He doesn't have time to get the diffuser. Let's see if he can get the kill. So Nari can't. Well played there from LAGr to force down the aqua utility and get the plant down in billiards. It's 1-0 to LAGr. Street and segments doing the fragging so far. Nice try from Josh though. He did well on the retake, but site control lost before he could do anything, unfortunately. It is back to hookah. I reckon we'll probably see the same strat again, but just see if you can play it differently. Blitz coming out from LAGR. Let's see if Snake actually uses his 6-pick this time. I wonder if he was meant to go onto something else. Might be good if he incorporated a smoke to try and deny that last 45-second push. But it doesn't look like there's going to be a 6-pick. And he has gone back to the Capital, so the Blitz is a bit of a bait. Maybe just to make RGG a little bit scared about the entry frag.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Let's see if LAGR pull off the same aqua push. I'd be quite surprised. It was quite a linear push going all in from the same area. The defenders can open some crossfires on it potentially and just waste time for it, but maybe they're able to force their way in. Looks like the same default castle setup coming out. I'm not sure if he's getting the VIP door or not. It's definitely the hookah window and the aqua, which is fairly default.
10 seconds left.
Some teams do choose to get this 90 door here instead.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm hoping that RGG have managed to put out a slightly quicker setup. They have left some of the billiards walls soft, so it'd be interesting to see if LAGR go up to the roof to make use of that at all. And it does look like the same spawn side, so it looks like we're going to see the same push coming out again. Early air jab going off there. I'm not sure if that was a run out attempted from Shield Boy. He's definitely lit up over on the east side of the map. I think he's flanking through main lobby at the moment. Early double kill coming out here. I didn't catch who that was from.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Looks like it was a kill down in the office, so it's a trade there between the Capital and the Kaid. Probably a bit of a win for the defenders here, as the Capital's utility doesn't look to have been used in time. Ooh, nice kill there from Street. LAGr perhaps a little bit overpeaking, damaging something very early on. Yeah, the buck here down below with the diffuser, which is a little bit risky, because if a defender swings on them, they're going to lose it in a bit of an awkward area. But again, oh, that's a very nice kill from Street. He's definitely knows how to make the most out of this buck. And this time it's Nas in the 1v4 situation. So I said the UMP was a bad weapon. Let's see how he gets on with the TSG instead. Just watching the rotate now. The attackers still haven't got rid of the castle barricade, so Nas knows what he's got around him at the moment. You can see the shield, he sets it off possibly a little bit too early. That's the only plant now, and yeah, just loses the gunfight to a much more easy use gun. And it is 2-0 here. I think it's time that RGG need to swap site. They've lost the same push twice in a row. Street's doing absolutely loads below his buck, making up for the lack of nades just by sheer gun power. And yeah, we are going across the kitchen now. We've got 9 people and no comments yet. So those 9 of you in the chat, give me your predictions. I want to know who you think's going to win. Coastline is notoriously attacker favoured, probably about 55% so there's no excuse to not be winning some of your defences, but going 2-0 down here isn't necessarily the end of the game for RGG. They just need to show that they've got another couple of sites in their bag that they can pull out. They swapped around the roles here. Shield's gone on to support and Paddy's gone on to the LAGr. And Josh on the Mozzie, so hopefully Paddy and Josh between them can rack up a couple of kills on the roam. Because I think at the moment what they've been lacking is early kills over on the roam. Although the pushes from LAGR have been very one-dimensional, so it can be quite hard to battle against that if they're burning utility very efficiently. Quite a lot more plant now coming up this time from RGG. They've got the Yokais, they've also got Goyo, Smoke, and the C4 from Mozzie. So if LAGR do a slow push again, they could suffer from
5
that.
seconds left before insertion.
Although it does look like RGG this time have set up a lot more for a roam, so I'm hoping that's going
Attackers
to pay
are moving
off.
to defuse the bomb.
ADS active in a second.
I can see the red symbol up in the top corner, so I'm hoping that's not affecting the stream too much, but it doesn't look like on my side it's affecting the quality too badly. Looks like LAGR are making an effort to roam clear out the VIP side. Again, they're staying very close to each other, which is good in some ways, but it does mean that if there's multiple roamers, it can be quite hard to break it down. You can walk into crossfires. With this solo roam from Paddy, though, it's very effective. I think they're draining from each other quite nicely, and the Jaeger gets taken out 45 seconds into the round. It's not enough time wasted here from the Jaeger. I just want to spectate Street for a bit, because I just want to watch his vertical destruction. Ooh, nearly a team kill there. After their praising Buck's play and nearly down to Sophia. Nas has been lit up already, so I do think he's doing some work on this Buck already.
Bomb located by attackers.
EMP going down here. Not sure if that was intended for the wall or if that was just to get rid of a yokai. LAG are all upstairs at the moment, so they need to try and transition this down into a side push. They are doing a good job of opening up all of the necessary angles. Now Snake and Nas inside. Josh is over by the Sunrise Bar. Shieldboard's all the way over in security. Now if LAGR waste too much time here, they're going to be in trouble because the Echo can deny the plant. It just depends on whether or not Squizzy can get the yokais from above or potentially inside. Surprised to see a shield here in service entrance with no one playing on it. I'm not sure if the vertical angle above that has just denied it. It looks like it has. And that is a kill from the Echo, retaking into main lobby by the looks of it, so RGG sat very deep in sight here. I'm not sure if they're aware that this plant's going down. Shieldboy is now on the cam, so it doesn't look like he's denied it though. The plant goes down. It's a 4v3 situation here with Smoke and Echo back inside, the Thatcher right next to them. Missing the shots at the moment. It's very difficult getting the shots through those metal rails, and time is ticking away here. The defenders have got side control back. The attackers have been forced outside the door. They are using the upside down mechanism, so it's going to be very difficult for defenders to win this situation. Shieldboy is defusing. Oh, he's defusing through the wall! Oh, he gets down. That's so unlucky. That's such a nice play from the Echo coming out there, but Snake's going to take up the position now, and he's just about got time to do it, but nah. Pugnoy ends around here, and it is 3-0 to LAGR. And yeah, just a little bit too much of a opening there. The attackers are able to see through the wall. Nice try from RGG, but they really need to start getting some of these opening kills. And they are going back to kitchen. It does get difficult at this point when you've lost 2 sites in a row and maybe you don't have a third backup site ready. So they need to try and make some adaptations to their strats. They don't necessarily have anything new to bring out. Squizzy enjoying a very relaxing game here on 0-0 so far. Segments and Street are just tearing it apart. Street in particular on 5-0. And it is the same setup coming out from RGG, so they clearly have these strats pre-made. I think they just need to work on their positioning a little bit and try and back up their roam to open some crossfires with each other.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So I'm hoping that RGG are able to adapt mid-round, because it does get very difficult when you're in a game like this and you've got your pre-made strats, and if you're going into it and your strats don't work out, you need to be prepared to change something around. That shield position, for example, you know they're going to deny it from above, so move it somewhere. Put it further down here where it can't be denied. I'm hoping they're able to make these small adaptations. And most importantly of all, I'm hoping that they don't leave Paddy on his own upstairs.
10 seconds left.
Snake is on the Mozzie now, so change of role here between Josh and Snake. I'm hoping that will lead into a different playstyle. And let's see how this goes.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Does seem like LAGR are able to find out what the site is because they are changing their spawns appropriately, so it looks like their intel system's working out pretty well for them. I assume their drone economy is pretty good. I forget that you can see it in the new spectator system. It looks like they haven't actually lost a drone so far. Bucker's got both of his back in pocket. Yeah, and you can see the drones coming out here, so I think their drone economy is working out for them really well. And it's probably what's causing RGG to suffer on the roam so much. Again, Snake downstairs, Paddy's on his own up here, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm just seeing LAGR take through Hall of Fame already, and Street is in Hall of Fame. The ping's coming out on Paddy here, so the droning's definitely coming out very efficiently here. And yeah, Street gets the opening kill. Again, there's no support for the LAGr up here. He's isolated on his own, he's being droned out by an entire team. Let's see if it's time that RGG can make the most of their off-site roamers, because they are holding horizontal, which gives them an opportunity to deny map control of the staircases. Just depends if the vertical pressure gets too much again for the Goyo and smoke. Air jabs here going down on the door, so retaking top floor is going to be extremely difficult for RGG if they need to try it. Again, you can just see how much work this Buck is doing. And as much as you want to bring sledge for grenades, it's just so much quicker with the Buck. You can really see why LAGR are committing to it. And Josh is getting lit up. I think LAGR here are just doing a really good job of playing into the meta. They've got the Ashen's OP to get rid of the utility, they've got the IQ to get rid of the Yokais, and their Buck is just allowing them to put so much pressure onto these site players that RGG are just losing their site control. The Echo is attempting to retake top floor now. This could be the play, but with the Yokais down, it's going to be exceptionally difficult. There is one, I think, in VIP next to him. I don't think he sees him. And no one expects a roaming Echo, who has done his damage. He's back downstairs now, but he's picked off by... Oh no, he actually gets the kill on the Ash. Surprised about that. Segment's been having a good game so far. Here's a 3 versus 2. The Echo's still alive. There's only 15 seconds left, so if he's got his Yokai in position, it's actually the IQ planting, so you can deny the plant here.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh no, he's not going to get it in time. No, he doesn't get it. And it's 3 versus 2 here. With the diffuser down again, it is right next to a Goyo shield, which could be quite awkward for the defenders if it gets set off. The shield boy is doing an exceptional job of roaming around these air jabs. And yeah, the Goyo shield has gone off, which makes this quite difficult for the defenders, because they've got a period here where they can't walk into the diffuser. Yeah, she brings his Yokai outside to try and get some intel, which is a good play. I'm not sure where this Buck is. I don't know if the Buck has... Ooh, that's a difficult vertical angle. I don't know if he's got it. And the diffuser's actually getting... Oh no, Street and Squizzy just cleaning up there. And it is 4-0 to LAGR. Squizzy finally getting his first kill, although he's not been dying, so he's got full cost up until this point. He's having a good game, but it's been relaxing for him up to now. And everyone on LAGR is playing well. There's only Rexroy going negative, and he's barely going negative at that, so they are playing as a team really well. RGG, Shield's not playing too badly. He did a good roam on that Echo there, but they need a little bit more support to each other, I think, to be able to start getting some of these 1vx situations into 2v2 situations and 1v1 situations. They are back down to kitchen with a relatively similar setup. They've taken the alibi, so I'm hoping they're going to commit to a double roam with the LAGr and the alibi. But they have dropped the Mozzie in the process, which is a lot of utility, and that denial of droning, which against LAGR, it looks like LAGR's droning is potentially what's causing the issues for RGG.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of the
I
bomb.
think this round's going to be decided by whether or not Shield Boy is able to do any damage upstairs with Paddy. And if he goes and roams horizontally, then I think we could see the same thing play out again. hoping we get some diversity. They have made a rotate into site, so the site retake could potentially be easier.
10 seconds to
Snake
insert.
again, playing the Echo. Actually, they're swapping roles around quite a lot here. Snake's gone from the
5 seconds left.
Mozzie onto the Goyo onto the Echo, so they're all clearly capable of playing different roles, which is
Attacker's
good to
objective
see.
is to defuse a bomb.
I just wonder if this is messing with their positioning. But they seem to have a bit of an idea where they want the Echo to play. The other two roamers seem a little bit too far away from each other. They have now got a rotate at the back, so they are adapting, and I'm hoping this is going to work out, because I don't want to see this head towards a 7-0. But this is going to be a deciding round here, I think, because if this round doesn't go their way, it's going to be an extremely difficult retake for when the side swap. Paddy's been lit up already onto about 80 HP. I'm not sure where the early damage was coming out from, but let's have a look where Shield was playing. So yeah, now they've got the double roam. The droning's a lot more difficult here for LAGR. They've got 2 people shooting their drones and 2 people to try and track down as they're entering into this VIP take again. There's no shield on 90, which I would have liked to see the alibi take the shield. Paddy does get picked off, which is unfortunate. Shield needs to get this refrag. And he does. So that is a refrag. So that is exactly why you put the second person up roaming. And he's making a good decision here falling off it, because that is the buck taken off. And you've just lost all of that vertical pressure on the attacking side that's been doing so much for them to be able to take the site off of these anchors. So that's a massive improvement there from RGG. And also this rotate's really interesting because now there's 3 different doorways, and if anyone's got an impact grenade, they can get past the air jabs really easily. It also means they can't go and put an air jab down on the site as they had been, because they've got to do one on each doorway and the rotate. So it does look like LAGR have got 6 breaching charges between them, so they can still potentially do a lot of this vertical destruction, but it's going to be considerably slower than when the buck was in play. And you can just see Nas and Josh here hiding away inside. They're taking up quite good positions. It doesn't look like LAG are actually droning outside, because above Nas is soft and they're not making use of that angle. It's interesting seeing Shield Boy over in main lobby now. It looks like they've adapted and realised that they're not pushing the Samurai side. So he's in a much more high traffic area, which is a good thing to be contesting. It's just that he's on low HP, so he's going to have to try and make use of this. He's got quite an interesting angle through to the side door. I'm not sure if LAGR have got enough drones left to be able to identify this. There's only 20 seconds left and the smoke cancer's coming out. More vertical angles coming out on Kitchen at last, but so much slower than when they had the buck in play. And Snake gets the opening kill here on this side push. I don't know that Josh has been spotted inside, he actually gets taken out. The plant is going down here, so it's a 3v2 situation. And they do deny the plant, so we finally see RGG pick up a round, and I want to say that was a really good adaptation from them to throw the alibi upstairs and get the refrag upstairs, and then just waste so much more time because of the denial of the buck. So now, let's see if RGG go back to Hookah, or if they are going to bring out a bar strat. So I'm glad to see this, so they clearly have something else in mind. Although, 2 random picks, so it looks like they're throwing this together on the spot. And that's a difficult thing with the ESL settings. There's so little time to pick your operators, but making up a strat on the spot is not how you want to be doing it. Fairly viable lineup though. They've got the Jaeger on my castle, so they can burn some utility out, and they've got the smoke for plant denial. It's going to be interesting to see how much experience LAGR have attacking blue bars, because sometimes it's just a good sight because of how difficult it can be to find a scrim against a team who plays it. So let's see if RGG have any idea how to play this site, and whether or not they can make it work.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I'm not sure who the IGL is for RGG, but they've got some organising to do here. If they throw up the default rotates and default reinforcements, then it might not be very potent against what seems to be a well-organised LAGR. They are doing the castle setup upstairs, which is quite interesting because you can hold this site just by doing a hookah setup and then just holding it from above. So it looks like that's more or less what RGG are going for here. They haven't reinforced the blue bar wall, so it could be a potential rush strategy here if LAGr are droning it out properly. LAGr looking organised as ever, all spawning over on the same side of the map. Looks like they have a pretty clear idea what they want to do here. And Jaeger's in an early gunfight here. He's being lit up, and I'm hoping that he's able to find a way to move away and survive a little bit longer, because I don't want to see this go to 5-1. I'm hoping for an even match here, and 4-2 says to me that RGG could make a comeback. They have got the refrag in here, LAGr. Shield Boy extremely lit up. They have got the dock in play, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to go and get healed up, but the vertical pressure coming out here from street is going to be absolutely crucial. We've seen him do work on hookah and kitchen. I'm just wondering if he knows the angles as well on blue bar. And already, RGG are forced so far away from his sunrise to the plant spot. I'm not sure they're going to be able to deny the plant.
Bomb located by attackers.
Just wondering if LAGr are going to be able to actually identify where all of the different RGG players are. They are droning out sunrise, so they know that it's just the Wamai playing in pink at this point. Diffuser is upstairs with the Capitao. Oh no, Capitao Vault actually getting caught here by the Magnet, which probably throwing it out of where they wanted, so they're not going to be able to clear Paddy out of pink here. That's another Magnet going off with a stun grenade this time, so they're burning out the utility, and Paddy could be in trouble here if another Capitao Vault goes off on him. And yeah, LAGr just pinching Paddy there. Street again doing work. .4v3 situation here with 50 seconds left to go. It's going to be difficult for the defenders, but they have got the smoke canisters to use. But Nas is cut off because of this cool vibe. Rotate, so just wondering to see whether or not he'll be able to actually deny the plant from this angle. And it is a 4v2 situation here. They haven't opened the hatch, interestingly, which I would have thought would give him a lot of pressure. I'm not sure if that was a misplaced. Oh, it looks like another Magnet catching one of the Capitao asphyxiation bolts, and that could be massive for RGG. The plant is coming down, but it's very delayed, and it looks like Smoke is going to be able to deny this if he gets it at the right time.
15 seconds left. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. 10 seconds to go.
There's a 1v1 situation here. Just Street trying to plant by the sunrise window. Let's see if Snake has any intel on when the plant's going down. It looks like the plant's going to go down before Snake gets to it, so we're seeing a 1v1 situation here. Snake pre-firing through pink. It doesn't look like he's got any intel on where this buck is. The buck has gone outside, ping has come out, so we've got a little bit of intel, but
attackers need to protect the diffuser.
Buck just going to have to play time here. Doc stimming himself back up and going up for the top floor control. He must know it's a Buck because he's gone to retake the vertical pressure, but Buck's playing this quite well. He's not doing a predictable play. So now Snake's got to go back down. He's only got 15 seconds left. He needs 7 of that to get the defuse. So he's got 7 seconds here to try and get this kill on the Buck. And I just don't think he's got the intel. Buck's played this extremely well, and no, Snake's not going to get the clutch. Let's see if he can get the kill though. Looks like this is just going to go to LAGr on time. And Street cleans it up as well and gets the kill. Street on 12 and 1. Giving so many problems to RGG with his vertical pressure throughout this game. Just winning the clutch situations as well. So 5-1 split here for LAGr. It is an attacker-sided map, so we are now seeing RGG go onto the attack, and they could pull this back. But 5-1, they've left themselves a lot of work to do. Okay, so Hookah coming out here first for LAGr. And they're playing a really similar meta here. They've got the Goyo or my castle set up with the smoke for a little bit of plant denial. RGG taking a completely different lineup though. They don't have the Ashe and the Zofia, so they're going to have a lot more trouble getting rid of the utility. But they do have
to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Snake on that Jackal, so their roam clear is potentially going to be a little bit quicker. And they're going to have to make use of that with the 20-second meta which is in play here. LAGr reinforcing the entirety of the Villiers wall by the looks of it. So again, fairly default setup. I'm not sure if they're doing the exact same castle setup here, I'm not sure where. Yeah, it looks like segments again, getting this aqua door. I assume we'll get the hookah window from the IP door.
10 seconds left.
I think we're seeing a fairly default meta at the moment, where you've got the castle barricades in the standard spots, and you've got the
5
shields,
seconds remaining.
and you've got the Wamai and Jaeger just to protect all of the utility, which makes it really difficult for the attackers, so you've got to be really efficient. So, RGG immediately taking a different approach, and they're not on the aqua side, they're over by the hookah side. So with a hard breaching player, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a VIP take. Paddy is in below kitchen. Oh, I'm not sure if he knows where Street is playing at the moment. Street sees bullet traces, so he's going to know roughly where Paddy's playing. And Segments is there right alongside him to help him out. Nas does get the kill onto Street. And now Snake and Nas have this potential crossfire up onto his castle, but they're just checking where he is by the looks of it. Snake gets really lit up here. Segments just holding that callback position, which is so crucial on this map.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Very strong aqua hold coming out from LAGr. It's almost as if they're trying to counter their own strap. Whereas RGG are going for the other side of the map, so it'll be interesting to see if they can turn this into a hookah plant. Or it doesn't look like they've rotated around. RGG are a little bit split up at the moment, so I wonder if they've got a clear idea what they want to be doing. They are getting the hookah angle open, which is going to make it really difficult for Pugnor here, sat inside. Josh is droning his way up to that smoke, so he doesn't know what's going on in Billiards now if he comes and challenges this angle. Just wondering if Shield can do as much work on this buck as Street has been doing. Looks like he knows some of the angles, but LAGr here just getting the man advantage again. That's with Zofia and the IQ off the board. There's no echo in place, so it's not the end of the round for RGG, but 40 seconds left and they don't have much map control. And the smoke canister coming out here. This is going to be difficult for RGG, but they have got it back to a 3 versus 3 situation. Josh is going to struggle to get through the smoke canister, so a lot of it's going to come down to whether or not Snake can get this aqua control. Yeah, and Josh downed by the smoker's gun, but killed off by the smoke canister. And then Jaeger getting a kill there in aqua. It doesn't look like he was droned out, and LAGr take us to 6-1 here with a strong hookah hold. Street and Segments just doing wonders here. The top fragger being the actual castle player. Sorry, the second fragger I mean for LAG about being the castle player instead of the Jaeger player. So they've got some interesting roles going on here, but let's see what their second site goes to. Yeah, it's going over to Kitchen, which is the default secondary. This is match point here, so it's all on the line for RGG. Reminders that draws are on in this, so if we're going to see a draw, then it's going to be a 5-round comeback here from RGG. Which would be exciting to cars, I must say, but LAGr here, I think, so far showing that they most likely deserve to be in the position they have put themselves in. So again, we're seeing a little bit of a 20-second meta here with the setup that LAGr are using on kitchen, bringing out the Jaeger with my
Attackers need
Amber
to
Maestro.
locate and defuse bombs.
And again, RGG only running the nades. Oh, sorry, no, they've actually dropped the Ash Amber Zofia, so they don't have any destruction here whatsoever now that Buck doesn't have his nades anymore. So these Evil Eyes most likely are going to be up for the entire round. They do have the Jackal and the Nomad, so if they can clear up this Jaeger and Vigil combination, and then set up the air jabs in powerful places, they are going to have a good entry. But transitioning that into a side push could be potentially quite difficult.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left before insertion.
LAGr are a lot more spread out here than RGG were. They've only got the one guy in sight and one guy in main lobby, and it looks like they're committing quite heavily to an upstairs hold. The Jaeger and Momai holding upstairs and the Vigil roaming over on the other side, so if RGG here go for the roam clear, they're going to have a lot to break down. And they do have the Jackal and the Lion to be able to do so, so a lot of this round could depend on the entry. I'm wondering what Snake's seeing at the moment, whether or not he's... It does look like they're trying the roam clear, so I'm not sure if they've got any intel on what's going on inside. We've gone up to 10 viewers here and still nobody's commenting on this game, so... Wondering what your thoughts are. If you've got any thoughts on the game and my casting, feel free to add them below. Let me know if you're surprised about the result.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And Shield Bro's right down here
bomb
in the
diffuser.
kitchen corridor, whilst his team is still upstairs roam clearing, and he's got an interesting angle into sight. Does he does know that Squizzy's there in sight. And he's in sight, making quite a play here, but his team's not with him, so... He actually wimps out of it, and they've got a crossfire here on this main lobby Maestro, who gets injured. I don't know if the Buck realises that he's just done that. Okay, they are aware now, so it's a 3v3 situation. The Buck's in sight, but the diffuser has been dropped up in Hall of Fame, and Vigil's just playing on it, so we've got a bit of a mixed situation here. It's going to be quite difficult for RGG to pull this back now that we've lost a diffuser upstairs. There is an air jab going off by the looks of it. In fact, I can't tell what that was at all. Jaeger and Vigil up here, just defending this diffuser. And Bucknoy just left alone on site. Just buying time for his team. Leaving them with the equal man advantage. I think the air jabs are actually setting off from the magnets. I'm not sure if they're just going off in sight. And I wonder if RGG have lost a little bit of hope here, because they're just waiting downstairs, and it doesn't seem like they're doing very much to try and retake this diffuser. Nas is burning the ADS and walking his way into theatre, but at this point it's going to be about gunfights. It looks like Nas is committing to this on his own. Shield and Paddy are just holding down sight.
15 seconds left.
And there's 15 seconds left here, and I think, yeah, Nas gets downed. Shield and Paddy are going to try running up the cool vibes to do their best, but I think we've seen game over here. It's Paddy in a 1v3 situation on match point with 3 seconds. He gets 1 kill. Which is a good attempt, but yeah, 7-1 here from LAGr. Convincing performance with street segments going off. And honestly, Pugnori, Rex and Squizzy all having good games as well. Well deserved 7-1. I'm hoping we see RGG come back with a little bit more synergy. I don't think that they've got bad strats, I think they just need a little bit more help with their roam.
GG,
GG's,
oh no,
guys.
wait, there's no one left.
Oof. That's going to make it
Who
fun
am I
for
gonna
the
GG?
stats, guys.
Let's fucking go.
Well played, guys.
Thanks for casting,
Imagine-
man.
Yeah,
That's alright, no
go for
worries. I'll send
casting.
you the link afterwards, but yeah, you guys played
Yeah.
really well. I'm going to stream now, so one moment.
Yep.